Guys, welcome back to the channel. I don't usually shoot these types of videos, but today we are doing a review of the Porsche Cayenne Turbo. This is a very special car. It is not my car. I have it on consignment, and the gentleman who I sell cars for, some of his cars, has given me some really unique and sweet cars, and I thought, you know what? It'd be good memories and it would be good content to share these amazing cars with you guys. So today I present a 2006 Porsche Cayenne Turbo. Now, what can I say about this car? It is beautiful, it is luxurious, it has, I think, every single option available from the factory. It is comfortable, it is super fast, it is an all-wheel drive monster making 450 horsepower from that powerful V8 4.5 liter engine that is powered by twin turbos. Now, although this thing is extremely powerful, it is also extremely heavy. Because it's a luxury vehicle, it has a lot of weight, and you could definitely feel it. This car in particular is very special though, because it is not stock. It has upgraded turbos, it has new coolant pipes, a fab speed exhaust, which it sounds amazing. It is such a lovely sound. It has the Turbo S intercoolers, Euro spec, and this beautiful thing is tuned to 600 horsepower and 620 pound-feet of torque. All of that is delivered through an all-wheel drive system from this big V8. Let's take it out on the road and I'll tell you guys more. First, I still can't get used to this left-hand side starting the engine. For 2006, it definitely came with a lot of options. You could manually switch gears. You also have these paddles, call them paddles, on the steering wheel. You have multiple settings for your air suspension, multiple air ride heights, and this is your different terrain options. Turbos. Guys, this power delivery is so smooth. It seems like once the turbos kick in, roughly, I don't know, 3,000, 3,500 RPM, this thing just pulls and pulls and it doesn't have an end. For a big SUV, it actually handles pretty darn well. Like, you feel the weight, but the power absorbs it so well that honestly, like, it's not noticeable. If this thing would have been underpowered, then yeah, probably would be an issue. But the fact that from the factory it comes with 450 horsepower, plus the work that's been done to this specific car, it just doesn't stop. It is so comfortable. It is so quiet inside the cabin. Back when this car came out, I think the only competitors it had was the Range Rover and the G-Wagon. I have yet to drive a G-Wagon, which the owner of this car has 2 of them. But I personally had a Range Rover. I lived with the Range Rover. They are very similar because they were high-end luxury cars. The Range Rover we had was a supercharged, so it was also top of the line. The one thing that worries me about this car is the reliability. And this one in particular has a few minor issues like sensors and whatnot. And I personally already, because of that, wouldn't want this car, just because I had the Range Rover, it ran perfectly fine, but it had like little issues, and those little issues kind of irk me in a way. But in here, it's comfortable. You have your navigation screen, you have your heated seats, you have your Alcantara headliner, your moonroof, a whole bunch of power options. Like, there really isn't anything to fault aside from that this car is over 10 years old and it's gonna start building up issue after issue after issue, and repairing these cars or servicing them is not cheap. It is very expensive. So if this car was new in 2006, this would have been an absolute blast to own and daily drive. But right now, I'm so worried, like, when is it gonna break down? Is it gonna break down right now? Who knows? We'll find out. The other thing I don't like about this individual car is the wood trim. I don't like this wood trim on any car. I'm not just picking on this one. I just don't like it. It's not my color of choice. I wouldn't pick it if I was ordering this car directly from the factory. The black is beautiful though. Black on black with black wheels. I think it was spec'd absolutely perfectly, aside from this wood trim. I'll do either a darker color or, I don't know, just something else. But to the touch, this definitely feels like real wood trim. And by running the VIN number into Google, I believe the MSRP of this car was roughly $118,000 after options. So it was not cheap. A very, very expensive high-end car. Cargo space, and I mean, as a daily driver, this just would have been a fantastic car. The power is here, the comfort is here, the options and the luxury goodies you get are here. It's a beautiful car. It sounds great. It drives really nice. My only flaw that I could think of is the reliability. I don't know how reliable these things are, but I can't imagine that they are too reliable. But even driving it now, I'm smiling. It's a very comfortable ride. You know, you have a whole lot of power underneath this hood. If you were to use it, it will probably dominate almost every car on the road. Would probably dominate a lot of sports cars. You just think about 600 horsepower and 620 pound-feet of torque. For a luxury SUV, this is insane. Who needs this kind of power? I do. Okay, I don't need it, but I love power. Let's see if we'll hear some exhaust note with the rear windows down. I definitely hear it. Guys, the attention this car gets is kind of unreal. Like people just walking and they look. Because it sounds amazing. And when you look over, is this big black SUV. The exhaust, I think, just makes it. It sounds so good. Brakes are sharp, heavy SUV, but this thing stops very, very well. Like clearly this car was well engineered. They thought of power, they thought of brakes, they thought of handling, they thought of everything. It is so well balanced for what it is, even not for what it is. It's such a well balanced SUV. And there you guys have it, a quick review of the Porsche Cayenne Turbo. Guys, let me know if this is the type of video you want me to do in the future, because I have a whole bunch of cars. Some of them are definitely worth reviewing. If you liked it, let me know, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys in another video.